Today what we have is composition. Without wasting time, composition in music is an act of organization of words and sounds. When you write a sound in music and put words to it, you organize it well so that people can enjoy it. That is composition. You can harmonize it also. You can back it. That is harmonization. Blend it. So it is the formulation of music notations in accordance with pitch of sounds and words. This is just to give pleasant to ear. When you compose well, people will enjoy your music. But always remember that music is like a big ocean. You swim only where your strength, tactics, and experience can carry you to. So before you start composing, there are some techniques, there are some mechanisms you need to understand before going into composition. One of the things you need to learn in music before composing is you learn about scales and notations. If you go previously where I explained it, you learn it. You learn about pitch, the intervals, pitch and intervals, how the relationship between do and mi and so, the relationship between re and fa and ti. Just learn the relationship between them. Another one you should also know is about meter and time signature. The bar. We have a free timing music, we have a regular timing music. So anyone you want to compose, like Gregorian chant and Augustinian chant, or the medieval music style that is monotonic in nature. So anyone you want to compose, always know the meter or the timing or the bar or the signs and symbols in there. So another one to do is you should learn is about chording, which I did previously. I did introduction. I'll still do it again while teaching organ. Another one you should learn before composing is what we call music ear. And what will help you in training your music ear much is scale. Singing your scale very well. The relationship between notes. If you go back to my previous channel in the YouTube or Facebook, you understand this very well. How to get the pitch of do to mi or to so. It will help you also before composing. Another one is tempo. How do you study the tempo? The beats or pause. So music terminologies. So you need to understand these things before going into composition. Composition is just like the last thing you do as someone who is studying music. Don't just start composing. That is the thing. Because we have different types of composition. Before you start composing, before one start thinking of I want to compose a song, there are things that must come to your mind. Who are your audience? Is it the spiritual bodies or the physical bodies? Are you singing this to lift people's mind up to the spirit? Because music can pass messages to people, both the living and the dead. Who will sing the song? Is it for the children or for the adults or for that is the age bracket? What is the level of understanding of people that will sing your song? What background are they coming from? For epic, for hip hop, is it for Western life? Is it for liturgy? Is it for worship? So you ask yourself question. All music cannot go everywhere. You cannot start playing hip hop music in a church or start playing church music where there is a ballroom dance. There are varieties of things that comes to your mind before you start composing. Where is this song? Where is the background of the people that will take this song? Which language will you use better to communicate? Because language matters also. You can sing a beautiful song, people will dance it, people will do everything, but yet they don't understand the meaning. Once they understand the meaning, they can reject it or they can accept it. What you should know is that what is the language? Is the language of these people? Is it spiritual? Is it physical? Is it for entertainment? Is it for worship? So you think of those things. Another one you should bear in mind is the method of composing. What are the methods The method of composing classical music differs from method of composing ordinary songs, like the songs you just use for welcome songs, birthday songs. So you should bear that in mind also. Another thing you should bear in mind is the rhythm. Is it 3/4? Is it 4/4? Is it 6/8? Is it just the timing pattern? Is it free chant? Is it free singing? All these questions you must get ready to provide the answer before venturing into composing or into composition. If you have the knowledge of all these elements I mentioned now and categories, then it is good for you to start trying yourself on how to compose. Okay, how to compose a song. We have what we call traditional oral composing. In your rural areas, in your villages, you see people singing from antiquity, what was handed over to them. So melodic, so nice, so meaningful. No form of writing, they just start composing from what was happening to them, the situation they are. Maybe they are crying, they will start composing a sorrowful song. If they are happy, they will start composing a joyful song. So these are called traditional oral composing. They just start singing from intuition. Another one is composition that comes from creativity. This one is just you sit down, start applying your repeat motion of music or composing, or repeat pattern or step pattern or skip pattern, repeating method or motion. I'll still write all of them. So these are melodic movements you need to understand. How do your melody move? How do your song move? This one is deals with creative way of writing. You just sit down, start adding notes together, start adding them, and start putting words to them. You create creativity. Another one is improvisation. From somebody's melody, from somebody's song, you can create your own song. That is improvisation. You improvise from what you have heard. Song will be going on. You see yourself singing another song from that song. It's not the same, but it has the same pattern, the same melody, not exact, but has similar sound you picked from there. Another one is inspiration. You are inspired. You just wake up in the morning and saw yourself singing. Sometimes it happens when you do with music more. You see, just start singing. You don't know where the melody comes. Sometimes if you leave that melody to just escape from you. But sometimes what helps me sometimes is just to pick my phone and record the melody I received. I don't know where it came from. I just receive it. I start singing it. I'll just record it. Because more you hear sounds, more they occupy in your brain. The Holy Spirit can inspire you. The intuition, you get it from intuition, intuitive knowledge. So you just wake up, song comes to you because you have been dealing with songs. So they go into your subconscious and form a melody without you knowing it. It may be inspired. That's what we call inspiration. A song that comes through inspiration. This is how song comes. This is how composition comes. So another one you should know about composition after knowing this is what we call, I said it before, how the melody comes. We have repeat motion, we have step motion, we have skip motion, and we have rip motion, the melodic movement. Maybe you don't have all these things I mentioned before, and there is a way you can, as in through creativity, you compose. That is what we call melodic movement. You use what we call melodic movement. So melodic movement, if you understand this very well, it can help you to compose also. This melodic movement, one of it is repeat pattern. or repeat motion. Second one is step motion. Another one is number 3 is skip motion. Skip motion. Number 4 is rip motion. You can call it ripping, ing. These 4 can help you if you don't have any melody in your brain to compose. It is not inspired. You don't have any inspired one. You don't improvise. There is no oral tradition. So this is under creativity. It's under creativity. So under this creativity way of composing, in repeat motion, you see that sometimes you see a song that starts with you see there is repeat motion here. There is also repeat motion here. There is also repeat motion here. So I hope you are understanding it. Repeat motion deals with do 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 re re re. Just you keep on. Sometimes you repeat more than once, more than twice. Do 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 do. Like when if you remember that song, I am so glad that the Father in heaven. If you remember, you see, it starts with so 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 do re mi before we entered that step. So you can find all of this inside one song. Don't be confused about it. So you can find these steps. All of them you must find them inside one particular song. Like you cannot have repeat motion only. You cannot have steps in creative songs. You cannot have step only. You cannot have skip only. You cannot have. So sometimes you see this one. Sometimes you see this one. Sometimes that was make it the creative this thing. Okay, coming to step. You can if you write do, you write me, write re, write do. That is step motion. Write re, mi, fa. You see, you just be moving by steps by step by step by step. We call it step motion. Do re mi re do re mi fa. So you still see it. It is moving in by steps. Then skip motion is just when you have do, you skip re and get mi, so. Another one you get la. Another one you see re. So this is what we call skip motion. Do mi so la re. Do mi so la re. If I put words here, it will become the song. I am going home. Do mi so la re. I am going home. That is skip motion. Another one is rip or ripping. Here you can get do. Next one you see so. You see a gap. Next one you see is do. Next one you see is re. There is a gap between do and so, which is do, re, mi, fa before you get so. Before you get to do again, you see so, la, ti. Before you get from do to re, you get do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re. That is what we call reaping. Like in Hallelujah chorus, when you have something like this. Do ti la so. So you get to where you have leaping. So la ti do ti la so. If you see this kind of thing, it is called reaping. When you have do up and you have do down immediately, you have another do up, it is called reaping. Do ti la so fa mi re do re mi fa sol la ti do. So it is called reaping. So here we have do. You have repeat pattern, step motion, do re mi fa mi re mi. Just they will be moving accordingly. Just one step. They will not be going far. But in skip motion, you see from do to mi, another one you move, another one. So there is no much gap. But in reaping, you will see much gap. That is the first thing you should know. Another thing is syllables or the breaking of word. Like let me take, you want to sing this as a song. MOVEMENT. How many breaking? Move. It's just like one word. Move. Movement. It is two. Just movement. Let me write another one. This one have two. So this one have call mean. Only two. Call. The breaking is coming. Like education. Education. So I call it education. Education. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what we call syllabification in music also. It is, you see it in English studies and you also see it in music, because for you to start composing, you need to know this, because each note, a note is representing one syllable. A note is representing one syllable, another note. But many notes can represent one syllables also. But one note now, like do, re, mi, do is for one, re is for another one. It can be do, no matter how. It can be do, re, mi, do, re, mi. It can be do, education. Any note you put, it will now take it up. Do, re, mi, education. Do, re, mi, education. Anyone you feel like. So this is the breakage. So that is how what we call syllables. So each syllables, how a word we have to possess one sulfur notation. That doesn't mean you cannot have this edu now covering up to these 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be applied to one syllables. We have these 4 notes apply to one syllable. So that is what you should know while doing this. So another one is, if it is by inspiration, the thing will come by naturally. But if it is not inspired, you want to create, creativity, then you start putting words, putting notes. So if you want to do it, you just pick up notes. Do, re, mi, so, mi, do. But if it is the pitch, it will now be, remember how to find the pitch. You can go back to my previous videos and learn them. Do, re, mi, so, mi, do. So you can pick any key you like. Make a hum, choose your key. Do, do, re, mi, so, mi, do. This is plain chanting, as in you sing it. Do, re, mi, so, mi, do. So if you want to put it in a regular timing, you can let me use 2/4 timing. I'll first of all draw my bar. So let me start putting it. Remember we said that is when you have only one column that forms 2/4 in each bar. So I can decide to put do, re, mi. I don't even know how the song will look like. So this is the song now. Do, re, mi, so, mi, do. Conducting pattern says just bring down your hands, that is number 1. Raise it up, number 2. If you bring down your hand 1, you raise it up 2, that is 2/4. Whenever you bring down your hands, I will not repeat it much. You sing do, raise it up, you sing re, bring it down, bring it up. So that is how it goes. So this is 1, this is 2, 1 and 2. So each bar has 2 beats, and next one have 2 beats. So you call them 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So he hit and sing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Do, re, mi, so, mi, do. You can slow down the tempo. Do, re, mi, so, mi, do. Any word I use under do will become of it. Do, re, mi, so, mi, do. Do, re. You repeat the sound. If you don't know how to find the sound, go back to your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. So what you have to sing this do, re. This one is mi, mi. There is no fa now. So do, re, mi, fa, sol. So we have mi to sol. Do, re, mi, sol. Do, re, mi, sol. Do, re, mi, sol. Mi, sol. Do, re, mi, sol. Mi, do. Do, re, mi, sol, mi, do. This is my melody. The first line, we call it the melody part or soprano part or leading part. I'll teach this again, but this is just introductory part of it, of how to compose. Sorry that this video is long, but I just have to do it. Subsequently, I would know what to do. Please keep on subscribing to my channel. Keep on being supportive. You can like these videos so that YouTube or Facebook will be popping it up for people who may search about this, so that you can subscribe to my channel. If you look at my YouTube channel, I have only 40 something or 50 subscribers. You can help and bring it up by subscribing. It doesn't take you any money, just subscribe. subscribe, then like and share if you wish. If you want to support this thing, because I'm still lacking equipment to do this more, so that there will be lesser noise and the other things. Be a supportive of good things. Thank you, those that are listening to me. Share it to acquire those that are in need of this, please. Okay.